Hey Pisces, this is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, here to do your July general 2019 love reading. This will be for Piscean Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. I did sort of a different kind of spread here, which I'll explain in a second, but I'm likely going to go ahead and get into it. Leave your feedback if you resonate with the video and the cross watches. You are welcome to it. Perspective will be read from the Pisces. Take it as it resonates. I want to note here that the first thing we have is the crystal, or the stone rather, carnelian, number 7, okay? And that's what's crowning along with Mat here, fairness, which is essentially the card of justice in goddess guidance. Okay, but it still talks about, a situation being handled in a fair and just manner. So, justice to the T. And then carnelian when it applies to divination here. So there's a need to be creative and bold in your expression and just basically in your existence as a whole. Because that's what will drive change. The change that you need to fully get away from certain situations is basically what I'm sensing here, you know? You got to trust your intuitive perceptions, Pisces. As far as I'm concerned, like, y'all are some of the most intuitive signs. So with that being said, that was my speaker. But even if we were just speaking logically and not emotionally, right, it would just still make sense that because of that, you would naturally just trust it a little bit more. It could be a good time for some of you to get into some level of mentoring, to share your experiences with people that you can help, okay? And this can be one of the things that's a part of your creative endeavors, for example, with the way you're using your experience in words to carry out mentoring, whether it's through actual therapy or counseling, or even involvement in the theater and doing something cathartic with your energy that still helps, improve and enrich someone. You're a tower you're a tower of strength right now for, I think, a lot of the people that are around you. So it's very important that you stay anchored. We're talking about the base and the sacral chakra here. So there's a need to stay anchored, because in a nutshell, like, as I explain more, what I'm finding out is, as much as you are transforming and growing and learning how to maintain self-love and self-care and self-appreciation, it seems as though you are externally attracting that to have to kind of like be that person for other people right now that you love, that are dear to you. So it's kind of like a time of just enriching the energies that are you and just immediately around you, like the close ones. It's, a time of bringing it all in. And you just happen to be the one who's leading that. We definitely have to, carnelian being associated with the sacral and base chakra, like, we do talk about a certain element of fear that gets more so, I guess, relevant within the stones of like jasper, but definitely within carnelian as well, because there's a need to let go of emotional ties or outdated projects that hold you back, okay? So there's still like a connection to, certain things that may hold us back. And that's why, that's what I think is getting rid of. And that's why I feel as though through your hard work and efforts to Because this carnelian energy is like advisable energy, but it's also representative and indicative of the energy that you're coming into. So these are your realizations, you know, from now until July. So with that being said, you're kind of actualizing the exact energy that it takes here. We've got strength on the board. Carnelian is it's a stone associated with this card because the stone is associated with Leo. When we talk about timing, we have the signs of Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Scorpio. So we have this stone here that's, you know, indicative of the creativity that you're coming into with the strength represented by Leo energy. The level of strength and perseverance that you have to be a pillar for others and to also make it out on top of your own shit, intuition in check and everything. And then also again, it's the timing of Cancer, which is the season that we're in now. So when we talk about justice and divine timing, here we are. July is going to be a strong month for you, where what's following? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune and the Devil here. So what's following, you know, what's coming is essentially a change in luck and your karmic cycles and so much, you know. It's a change in your karmic cycles and you putting an end to things that steal your joy. Living a life of unhappiness. Constantly giving to others who don't give back. Not receiving the love you deserve. Being considered so, you know, some of you I'm sensing like crazy, emotionally unstable, blah, 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 blah. People who don't choose to, I think, fully open themselves up and even engage in the connection that they stepped to will charge you up when you gave your all and they want to be, say, non-committal. Like, because, you know, underneath the Devil card here, we have Death and we have the Four of Coins. So from literally Wheel of Fortune to Devil to Death to Four of Coins, this is a cycle changing where, again, you're not giving into toxic, negative relationships anymore. You're not dealing with that with your friend circle. You're not dealing with that with family. Like I said, you've honed it into who it is you need to focus on and care about, you being number one. And we have the Queen of Cups that comes in after the Four of Coins. So you're coming into this Queen of Cups energy, definitely within your element here, water, along with Cancer and Scorpio. Cancer, the season that we're in, and Scorpio, another timing for this same stone here, because it is Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. So, you know, you've got a lot of beautifully connecting energies here, which is wonderful. Following the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Coins. And I don't even feel like the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Coins are just like, you know, going from one stage to another. I literally see it as being just this dual energy that you're encompassing, okay? It's happiness and satisfaction and emotional fulfillment and nourishment within as you resonate as the Queen of Cups. And then externally with the Nine of Coins, I mean, it's you manifesting what's within without, you know? These are both cards, especially how they're coming up in this reading, of solitude, independence, you know, beautiful, solid, independent, feminine energy, regardless of the gender, okay? That you may be, male or female. So, yeah, it's a very, very transformative period for y'all. There could even be a lot of envy around because of how, you know, people are perceiving your progress. Like, I can't tell you, you know, the last time I may have had a reading that was just this fluid, right? Because I feel like that's how your lives are going. Just like, you know, as readers do, you know, we'll shuffle the cards and sometimes the decks will fly everywhere and we just already know the sound we're reading for is about to just give like bits of tea from everywhere, right? And sure enough, it does. So I mean, like, even within the energy of like the a flow in the cards here, everything seems to be going divine. If we want to talk about new love coming in the month of July, for some of you, that's always a possibility because the tarot, you know, if you resonate with it, it's giving you an idea, it's telling you where you're going, and then, you know, once you implement free will, it's up to you to change or rearrange the situation, like, which we all have the capability of doing. The path that you're on is leading to, basically, as far as I see, you being in a period of worrying about yourself, nourishing yourself, enriching yourself, realizing that the best thing you could do for anybody else is take care of you right now, to be the best you right now. So you could be, you know, great for them, the best for them, whatever it is. I mean, I feel like you can take care of who you can take care of right now, as I alluded to before, but you're not necessarily concerned with taking on another partner right now. For those of you who are still single, and especially are getting out of kind of like a toxic twin flame type situation here, you know. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. Moving to calmer waters and putting it to rest. You know? You are just, and it's like a very chill nature about it. I don't think many of you are too worried about a boo right now. Are there people around you? Just in case you know, may want to entertain. I don't know. Yeah. I felt so with these swords here, with the 4 of Swords, that, you know, you're just kind of not caring about. Like, and I see it as like, you know, within the imagery, you know, as he's putting it to rest, those swords are, you know, invisible, like they're starting to disappear. And these are just kind of like these options that are kind of faded here too. And I feel like within the energy of the 4 of Wands, it's indicating that too. 2 4s, and then we have the 3 of Swords. Yeah, you're not really, again, there's heartbreak at the root of this Queen of Cups and 9 of Coins energy here, right? Like, that was the catalyst, okay, to get you to where, again, you're just focused on you. I wanted to just pull, you know, some cards just for validation and clarity to see, but I see many of you are so Gucci by yourselves, and there are others, and I feel like you would almost feel fake in trying to entertain it right now. You just can't. And you're not being rude or anything, but I feel like you're just really into what you have going on right now. Like, this transformation is making you happier than any of that could. And that perspective is very, very important to have. So, justice being served. Love you, Pisces. Happy July.